Growth mindset. Let's talk about the growth mindset. What's up, everybody? How are you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day, a great day. And we're going to talk about growth mindset today. If you're confused with what's happening on u.gg, I've been literally waiting for 3 hours to load for it to load properly. And either the sidebar doesn't load or the champion history doesn't load. OPGG doesn't work at all. I don't know what's happening. They're like collapsing. I don't know. It is what it is. But we can still talk about growth mindset. And I hope it's not too annoying in the background. And that it is what it is. It is what it is. One thing that I've noticed about myself is that I just love and resonate so much with people who are excited. I don't even care about what, but if you like and love something and I see that spark in your eyes, voice or whatever, that is so amazing, And I've noticed it's more common with people who have a growth mindset. They're more prone to be excited about the future and about many other things because they can have the self-confidence or confidence in general that a better future is possible, That's why I want to talk about this topic. It's pretty close to my heart because I remember when I grew up, I did not have a growth mindset at all. My parents didn't really teach me any of this. If I was in an activity or I was learning a skill and it was becoming difficult and I would have resistance, my parents would always give in to the resistance, unfortunately. And I'm not faulting my parents, I love them. They did the best that they could. They you have to understand, being a parent, you have an inherent thing of trying to keep your children happy, of course. So if there's a resistance, and there were other factors involved, so there's literally no fault for them. They were just trying to do the best for their children, which is, I love them, of course. But anyways, that's just a little tangent. But yeah, this growth mindset, it is difficult to develop if you didn't learn it as a child. Even I struggle, of course, still with the growth mindset, but learning about it did help me an insane amount. The only way you can truly lose at anything, or lose in the sense of not progressing, because that's basically what losing is, right? Your sense of progression is gone. That's just what actual losing is. If you stop participating at all, that's the only way you can actually lose, because it halts progression. In League of Legends, if you fall down by 2 divisions, the only way you will be 2 division lower players if you stop trying to get back up, right? I think that makes a lot of sense. It's just one sentence, very easy. It makes sense. Growth mindset, it's a trust that the long-term reward will actually happen if you stay consistent on your path, and it's a trust in your current and future self to execute properly, And I wrote down, a quote from a philosopher, and it says, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Which might be a little bit cringe, but bro, it's unbelievably true. You have a problem. That problem now is the interesting thing. You're trying to solve it. That's what should be the interesting thing to you, It's not okay, I need plus 40 LP to get gold 4. No, you're in a current game. Your LP makes no difference. You could be playing with or against Faker in that sense, and the champions would still do the same thing. So you need to focus on what is in front of you, and that becomes the way. That's what this quote stands for, It becomes the way, and you have to solve it. You have to solve that matchup. You have to solve this team fight. You have to solve this objective fight. You have to solve the preparing for the objective. You have to solve the side laning. You have to solve the laning phase. You have to solve the economy. How do I get gold? How do I get experience? Can I even get gold in this matchup? Can I only get experience? All of these things, it's all a numbers game. It's all a betting game. You're betting on an action. The action that you do, you bet on it to be the good action, in a sense. And you have to... And that is part of the strategy aspect, and then the execution. Once you're in the actual situation, you have to outfight the enemy as well. I think one thing that's super mega underrated in League of Legends is fighting. We're all talking about macro this, macro that, but macro is 20%. I'll be honest. Macro is 20% of a win. Because if you're strong enough to just kill everybody, that's why people said, like, that's where the 1v9 mindset came from. Nowadays we know it's like toxic and it doesn't actually help, because you're gonna make the mistake of devaluing your teammates, but your teammates are incredibly important, and they are, in a way, most of them trying their best to win and also progress. If somebody ints you, it's very likely they have a fixed mindset instead of a growth mindset. And if you're confused about what's a fixed mindset, I made a video about it yesterday. Just go check it out. And that's just the whole thing. That's the whole thing. People with a growth mindset, they're going to be a little bit more relaxed. It's going to be painful. You're going to be having terrible experiences. But it is what it is. If it is endurable, endure it. Stop complaining. That's one of my favorite quotes. And all of my favorite quotes, in a sense, they relate to "it is what it is." That's why it's my favorite quote, because I'm just a chill guy, Dude, this meme, I love it. A growth mindset, is the belief that intelligence, abilities, and talents, all of this stuff, can be like improved through effort and learning and persistence. So that is a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset will embrace challenges, of course, because it's like, wow, this is an opportunity for me to grow. It's like, you've all heard it in a way, you've all heard these people say it or talk about it, but learning the growth mindset itself, it's a whole journey in itself. It has nothing to do with the skill itself, because if you're going into a skill with a fixed mindset, believing that just doing enough reps will get you there, you will lose permanently and you will be stuck. You understand what I'm saying? That is the problem. That's kind of the thing. That's why you see like 5 million mastery point Heimerdinger supports in silver. They don't see it as a challenge to grow. They're seeing it as either a thing of fun. They're doing it for fun. They're not trying to understand the game. They're just throwing things at the wall. And in a competition, if you just throw things at a wall, there'll never be enough that sticks for you to actually get anywhere unless you already have a growth mindset. So that's the difference maker. They will persist through obstacles, of course, because they know, this is an obstacle, time to grow, overcome it, let's go. The effort is like a part of the path to mastery. Also very important. If you're fixed mindset, we talked about it yesterday, but if you're a growth mindset person, like, you put more value on effort, in a way, a lot more value, because it actually matters. That's the point. Also, you learn from criticism. If people criticize you and you can see that their criticism is genuine and makes sense, like, you will be thankful. You're like, please, bro, please criticize me so I can learn faster. Like, it's actually so good. That's why people who come, like, they get into League as new players, they have friends who are already high elo. These friends will criticize your gameplay, and then you will learn so fast that you will outperform all of the other people that already learned for 10 years. That's how it works, right? Growth mindset. If you don't have it, it's going to be terrible. You will also find, of course, inspiration in others' success, because you're like, damn, they did this, they went this way, they already did the path, they overcame this, blah, blah, blah. So you can kind of relate to it a little bit, and you're going to be motivated for it, That's the beauty of it. And yeah, that is the growth mindset for you. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think you should all learn about it more in depth, not just like listen to the people who tell you, oh, your growth mindset, give me the dopamine. I don't even know what I'm doing, bro. Like, there's a lot of retard, like Joe Rogan and stuff, They're like, I mean, I'll be honest, I don't care. Like, I'm never gonna be on Joe Rogan anyways. Joe Rogan is a complete retard. It is what it is, okay? It just is what it is. It's not like a person is successful, that's why they must have a growth mindset. That's not how it works, actually. It's difficult to wrap your head around it, because you feel like it should be like a universal concept, but some people are just being lucky born into easy life and easy situations, and people like Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, and retards like, they just get lucky. It is what it is. That can happen as well. But for us, for the rest of the people, we're not lucky. We want to improve. We want to grow in life. We're doing our own path. First of all, we don't care about these people. And second of all, we accept that that's just their reality, which is also fine. Like if they're happy, I'm happy with that as well. It's not like I'm wishing anything bad on them or whatever. But you have to understand that not everybody who has success in any field has a growth mindset and is actually working a lot for what they have gained. You know, there's a lot of luck involved. Some people are prettier, more prone to building muscle. They're already born into a family that teach them a growth mindset, so they don't have to learn it. And the people like us, we're here. We're like in the middle of the pack, or maybe at the bottom of the pack, and we're struggling with every move. And first of all, they cannot relate to us, which is one part, you know. So if they are giving advice, it comes from a very high place of like privilege and condescendence in a way, because they have no idea what it's like. They have no idea what is happening. So it is what it is, you know. They're doing their expertise stuff and we're doing our stuff. We're gonna learn this, we're gonna overcome, we're gonna grow, and that's what it is, okay? It is what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. If you can endure it, endure it. If, you know, if you're feeling problematic, it is what it is. Stop complaining, in a way. Stop complaining. And these other people will tell you, things that sound similar, but doesn't come from the same understanding, you know. Look at my win rate, bro. I'm negative win rate, 200 games into the season. I'm struggling my balls off, and I'm trying my best. And there's no shame in this at all. I'm actually proud, you know. If somebody just plays 20 ranked games or whatever and gets a diamond every season, it's not like I disrespect their achievement, but I know that I've grown more than them, even though they might be ahead of me, type of deal. And that's not even that boosts my ego in a way, but I do pride myself in trying my best, you know? And I almost feel it's more like I feel sad for the other person, because I feel like they started so much higher than me in life. So if they could actually lock in and do their best, their potential in the short term is so much higher than mine. Just use it, please. Use your potential, okay? Use it, no matter where you are. Even if you're listening and you're in master's tier, you know, I'm not saying you're like a bad player or whatever, a bad person. I'm saying, please, you're doing well. Lock in, okay? Focus up. Get that grandmaster somehow. Try it at least. If you drop down, doesn't matter. Learn from it. Become better, okay? That's all I'm saying. So I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Enjoy.
Danger, and it will change you. Why would you let this voice set in your head? It is meant to destroy